It is a fast. You see, Maroof, it's only in India. 1 second. And by the way, don't make it political. 1 second. 1 second, Mr. Yaskhi. Listen to this. By the way, GVL Narasimha Rao wants to come in. I want to go back to this. The fact is, please, in any other country, somebody walks in and says, listen, you got a pretty piece of junk lying there in the Mumbai airport. I want to buy the junk. Okay? And it turns out, and this is the junk, by the way, let's look at it. I mean, you have to be mad. I'm telling you, you have to be mad or crazy not to investigate. And it turns out, GVL Narasimha Rao, that this is the junk. Now, I'm telling you, I won't pay 10 rupees for the junk. But a middleman comes in and he is paid 18 million euros and kickbacks from the VVIP chopper scam. I mean, did nobody in the Manmohan Singh government know that a middleman wants to buy the junk? GVL Narasimha Rao, this is the biggest scam. One scam is that...
Arnab, I think it's highly disgraceful. I have no hesitation in saying this, that for an Indian Prime Minister to have succumbed to the kind of pressure that was put on him. And incidentally, Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister who had the maximum mandate in this country so far. A man who had the maximum mandate.
About
and
a leader who laid his life and was no longer alive.
Congress Party and Sonia Gandhi,
Mr. Arnab,
the Congress Party led by Sonia and Rahul,
against allegation about a leader who was a modern architect of modern India.
That have come out.
This is,
Sir, I am asking you, why is a front company...
Arnab,
no, Madhu Gaud Yaskhi, don't get emotional. Don't respond emotionally, respond rationally.
Unacceptable. This is how the BJP does it. They can stoop down to any level. They kill the people. They divide the nation to come to power. They make unfounded allegations. They can go to any level. The Honorable Prime Minister makes unfounded allegations to come to power. They can do anything.
Okay, here's one last question. Here is one last question to you, Madhu Gaud. Madhu Gaud, here's a question for you. Here's a question for you. A question for you, Madhu Gaud. 1 second. A question for you. A question for you. A question for you, Madhu Gaud. I know you have to go. Take a question. Take a question. Arey bhai, take a question. I am telling you, I am determined to go after this story. Listen to me. The fact of the matter remains that there's a man called Chirstian Michel. What is Chirstian Michel? A dangerous, notorious, low-level middleman known to have top connections to a top political family of India. I'm not naming it, but J Akbar says I'm being polite. Fine. I'm occasionally polite, J Akbar. My question is, the fact of the matter remains that this middleman, his father Wolfgang, had run a company called Entera Corporation, which did business deals in India amounting to $2 million US. If his son Chirstian was the middleman in the Finmeccanica deal, and his company goes by the same name that his father used to run, to make an offer, should the government not have made an attempt to probe any link between Finmeccanica and Entera Private Limited? It's this basic thing to do. You understand? Don't get emotional about the Gandhi family. You see, the problem is anybody mentions the Gandhis, you go ballistic.
Mr. Arnab, may I answer this?
Yeah,
if there is a truth of any
that
money...
Entera Private Limited is a front company.
Political family.
No, a front company of a middleman wants to buy junk. Simple. A front company of a middleman wants to buy the junk. No, 1 second. I'm asking you. Madhu Gaud Yaskhi, what will the middleman do? What will the middleman do? He'll fly these choppers?
You are alleging.
What will the middleman do with the choppers?
If money is paid.
Did anyone ask the then Civil Aviation Ministry ask what will anybody do with these Pavanans choppers? Will Chirstian Michel use these choppers to fly around?
What? Okay. Let
answer the question.
Let me remind you. Let me answer the first allegation. What you're trying to make?
I don't make allegation. I only ask questions. I make no allegations.
Chirstian Michel allegations of those bribery paid to the middleman through some leaders in this country. If that is the truth, why Mr. A.K. Anthony cancelled the whole contract in and itself?
Because it came in the public domain. GVL Narasimha Rao.
Number one.
Because the investigation, Madhu Gaud,
okay. GVL Narasimha Rao, J Akbar.
What was happening in the Italian court?
Mr. Narasimha Rao, listen to this. You should have some dignity. You should have some dignity.
That the bribes were paid.
Some credibility.
The CEO of the company was arrested. There was prosecution going on in the Italian court.
Who are inquired CBI?
I'll tell you. No, question asked. You ask a good question. Listen to the fantastic answer. Well, listen, one second. If you ask a question, listen to the answer.
If there is an impropriety...
Mr. Gaud, your question, you asked a question, now listen to the answer.
If there is an impropriety...
Mr. Gaud, will you please hold back for a minute? and listen to others. You ask a question, listen to the other side. MJ Akbar wants to say something.
BJP government, Mr. MJ Akbar, let me put these questions to them. The so-called allegations, what you're trying to make it against the UPA government.
So you have to stop.
What was this BJP government doing last 7 months?
Achha, now listen to MJ Akbar's response. Listen to his response, please.
Mr. MJ Akbar is speaking on the BJP side.
Please
he
listen
was
to
with, what was he? If his article, he claims to be the honest writer.
Mr. God, will you listen to him?
He says that he's written about in 1990.
What Mr.
MJ Akbar is doing,
you have to let MJ Akbar
non-Congress
talk.
government is there, tell me. When the non-Congress government is there,
Mr. God, I award you first prize today in amount of the quantity of time, not the quality of your argument. MJ Akbar will respond to you now. Please listen. MJ Akbar. MJ Akbar will respond. Please listen. For God's sake, please listen.
You are not judged to judge the quality of the argument.
Okay, listen.
Your quality of argument of a leader, of a spokesman of the BJP, talking about a leader who is no longer alive to defend himself. He is stooped down to a level, and that is the quality of argument you are saying, Mr. Arnab.
I let MJ Akbar respond.
If I speak on the facts, it's not quality argument.
Baba, let him respond.
And you speak on the untruth allegations, unfound allegations, frivolous allegations.
Fine. MJ Akbar
that's a quality of argument.
MJ Akbar respond.
Is this fair?
MJ Akbar respond.
May I make 2 points and then let's close the debate. The 2 points are, he's raised that Antony ordered the investigations only after the Italian police and the Italian press exposed the whole corruption. Absolutely. In the Augusta. Then there was huge public pressure. Absolutely. You remember, Arnab, you did stories at that time. You did debates at that time.
Yeah.
Because of the enormous public pressure in India, that is, the government was forced to withdraw from the shenanigans. And even then, nobody, Mr. Antony, made no effort to catch the middleman. No effort whatsoever. The money had been paid. Number 2.
So what were you doing last 7 months?
Over and over again.
That is the case. You are the part of BJP.
In the
you are
last
part of BJP government. What are you doing last 7 months?
In power for 5-6 months. These details have now been given provided by the declassified documents of the British government. This government of Narendra Modi will definitely, I am absolutely sure, investigate and find out the truth of what happened, because already
you have access to all the classified
Italian
documents of the Indian government.
Is going on.
You have an access to all the
Maroof,
link up very smoothly as a back-to-back operation.
What were you doing last 7 months?
Maroof, do you believe
you have all the access?
Maroof, do you believe it is the responsibility? It is the responsibility of the Narendra Modi government now to go to the bottom. I think this man, Chirstian Michel.
Access to the every
Chirstian Michel.
Arnab, can I?
Maroof, Chirstian Michel is the Quattrochi of the last government. I'm telling you.
Can I reply?
No, like Quattrochi in the Rajiv Gandhi government, Chirstian Michel of UPA too. If you want the truth to come out, we let Quattrochi get away. We need to not let Chirstian Michel get away. Do you think this government needs to drag Chirstian Michel to India? Do you think we need to do that?
Arnab, my response is as follows. Firstly, it is the responsibility of every government to ensure good, clean governance. Narendra Modi included, the last government also. Now, I'm not pointing fingers as anybody, but what I'm saying that in the just like the Congress spokesperson who just wouldn't keep quiet, is going on and on about the Congress leaders having sacrificed their lives.
If you keep on
innocent
on
citizens who have died. We owe it to their memory to put a nail and the coffin and close the matter in a way that the family
can't
feels
expect
due
me to
justice
keep
has
my
been
mouth
done.
shut when you make your false allegations.
Sir, I am not asking you to keep your mouth shut. You are sounding like the Pakistani interlocutors who I meet very often on the show. You are just trying to fudge every argument by constantly rambling away. Would you have the decency to shut up and listen to another point of view?
You shut up.
I am not, it is not, you are
completely... Okay, 1 second, don't get personal, gentlemen. Restrict yourself to the debate, please.
No,
please, let's not get personal.
You are trying to fudge everything by constantly rambling on. You don't want to hear Mr. Akbar, you don't want to hear the anchor. What is your problem? We've heard you out. Your leaders are not saints. Let me tell you, your leaders are not saints.
Who the hell you are to ask me to shut up?
And don't carry on and on.
Who the hell you
All
are
I'm
to
saying is please let somebody else speak.
Use parliamentary language.
I am another citizen who's exasperated with your apologist attitude for your Congress party.
Who the hell you are to ask me to shut up? You have a point.
Yeah, so let somebody else speak.
You have a point to discuss a debate.
Let somebody else speak. You're sounding like those Pakistanis who come in on the show and don't let anybody speak.
You cannot tell me to shut up. Who the hell you ask me to shut up?
I'm debating. Now when you finish,
you
answer my question.
You have a point.
When you finish, you answer my question. My question is,
last question. No, he's asking a question. He's asking a counter question. He's putting a question, Mr. Gaud.
Will you hear me out?
Let him ask the question, you answer.
Will you hear me out?
After that, I'll come to you, Mr. Gaud.
I will not allow this gentleman.
Okay, fine. One second. No personal insults. He's asking a question, and then you will answer. 1 second. Ask the question, then Maroof, let him answer. Okay, fine. So you let him ask the question, and then Mr. Gaud, you answer. No personal insults to be traded on the program. Please restrict yourself to the question.
Gaud,
1 second, please. Maroof will ask a question. Madhu Gaud will answer. Please.
You are saying, Arnab, Mr. Gaud is saying that British declassified documents are no proof of any hanky-panky. Then why is a prosecutor's report good enough for their successive defense minister to put the whole case of Augusta Westland, which was passed by successive tests and met the high altitude flying requirements of previous governments? Why was Mr. Anthony putting that case into the CBI? Because clearly, as Mr. Akbar has brought out, the trail led right to the top, and he wanted the matter to be closed. So one set of foreign documents is good enough for you to close the deal. Another set of foreign documents is not good enough for you to take seriously. Who measures your requirements of integrity? Your own party, or the Italians, or the British?
Okay, Arnab, let me answer to the gentleman. Mr. Maroof.
Please answer, sir.
Maroof. Okay, let me quickly answer to you. Your so-called declassified documents of the British government, which your debate started now.
Yeah.
First, there's no allegation of those declassified documents says that any amount of money as bribery paid, then the government ministers or prime minister or anyone. The so-called declassified
proves it was junk.
Says
it proves it was junk.
Listen to this. No, let me answer. Let me answer to this gentleman.
No, it proves it was junk.
And doesn't shows any bribery has been paid. It only shows that's the aid to the Indian government at risk if these so-called choppers were not bought. The late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi, you cannot question integrity and level allegations against
that's all subjective.
Who laid his life to the nation.
That's all subjective.
You cannot come up and make an allegation.
Bofors was also a truth.
Let me tell you. No.
Bofors was also a truth.
Arnab.
Bofors was not fiction.
This gentleman is saying.
Bofors was a reality.
Is saying about these documents. The declassified document doesn't shows any proof of.
Sir, why on earth would you buy choppers that are proven to be technically incapable of flying safely?
Or the civil aviation minister of that time.
Sir,
secondly, it is the honesty, the integrity of the Congress. It is. Let quickly answer this. No, this I will not allow. Let me answer this.
Sir, the BJP spokesperson wants to respond to you.
Let me answer this.
Mr. Rao wants to rebut you.
It is the BJP NDA government who are stooped down to level to made money on the caskets of to ship the dead bodies of the soldiers. This is the government who's taking talk.
Okay, 1 second. Now responses from the BJP. Please, 1 second. MJ Akbar and GVL Narasimha Rao.
Rescued during the Kargil war.
Okay, MJ Akbar and GVL Narasimha Rao, please, and then I'm closing, please.
To go down to any level.
MJ Akbar and GVL Narasimha Rao responding, then I'm closing.
Mr. Anthony ordered outright CBI inquiry, cancel the contract of 3,564 crores.
Oh, please.
And you are in the government now.
Mr.
You have all the documents.
Please complete
Mr. Maroof, the allegations which you are making based on the truth so-called came out by the declassified documents of the British government. You are in power.
Oh,
Mr. MJ Akbar is a part of the BJP government. You are in the government
for
last 7 months.
Okay, we are closing now.
All the documents.
We are closing.
What were you doing?
We are closing.
What were you doing? Don't make any false allegations without any
GVL Narasimha Rao, MJ Akbar, if you would like to respond, please, Mr. Gaud, please. And then you'll get angry if others interrupt you. 1 second. Yes, Mr. Rao.
I think Yaskhi Gaud doesn't want to end. I want to tell him this evidence that has come out the cabinet notes is completely irrefutable evidence, because all the events that have been mentioned in this particular notes on January, on 18 of 1985, on April 18, on April 25, on April 23, on April 21, all events and discussions have been mentioned by specific dates, and the meetings that have taken place between the Prime Minister of India, Prime Minister of UK, and between the Minister for Development
Mr. Rao, actually there's a very simple...
And all this, this is in public domain.
Mr. Rao. Mr. Rao, one second. Mr. Rao, 1 second, please. Mr. Gaud, just 1 minute. You see, Mr. Gaud, 1 minute. Mr. Gaud, 1 minute. Italian prosecutors, and this is a simple answer to your question.
Question to Mr. Rao.
Mr. Rao, please listen, please. Mr. Rao, please listen, please. Now you listen.
During 2000, during the NDA government, 2000, then the government returned 9 choppers for mere 900,000 pounds. What was Mr. GVL Rao's government of NDA in 1999 to 2004? What were you doing? Okay. If the choppers were defuncted, technically faulted, what were you doing during that time, Mr. Rao?
Here's what I'm saying. I do not believe that defense camps happen without political patronage. And my question is to J Akbar, that when you have a London-based middleman...
India resigned, the defense minister resigned because of the scams.
Mr. Gaud, please.
Their party president in jail because of the bribery.
Mr. Gaud, please.
The
Augusta Westland deal, the Augusta Westland scam would not have been possible without the patronage of politicians at the highest levels. Has the CBI investigated J Akbar, the role of politicians and bureaucrats in India? Absolutely. Answer is no. Can the Modi government do that? Answer is yes. Has it done so far? No. So it needs to do it, right? Immediately. Reopen the whole junk Choppergate Augusta Westland scam in a big way. I think that is a...
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Arnab. Yes, it must.
Arnab.
I hope it will, Mr. Akbar.
And it is already being
I hope it will, Mr. Akbar. Yes. I hope it will. Because it hasn't done so far.
The ED is investigating all the middlemen in the case.
He's investigating, Arnab.
Yes, Mr. Akbar.
So the facts will come out.
Mr. Akbar.
Yes. I said I can't hear you clearly, but I want to repeat that the investigations are going on.
Okay, we'll track the investigations, Mr. Akbar. We'll track the investigations. We'll track the investigations, and I thank you all for joining me on debate number 2, what ended up being a more heated debate than I expected, on Junk Choppergate, a story being followed on Types Now. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you.